debate between Armin's and Bertolt's Colossal Titan has been widely discussed among AOT fans and is a fascinating topic to explore. This 60-meter-tall Titans were what captivated us when we watched the very first episode of Attack on Titan. So, in this video, we're going to compare Bertolt's and Armin's Colossal Titans. Without further ado, let's get started. First, let's talk about the size of the Colossal Titan. When Armin first transformed into the Colossal Titan, it was immediately clear that his body looked much thinner compared to Bertolt's. Because of this, many assume that Armin's Colossal Titan is smaller or less bulky than Bertolt's, even though technically both of them are the same height, 60 meters. However, there are several factors that contribute to their different appearances. The first factor is body proportion. Before transforming into a Titan, Bertolt already had a tall and slender physique, but in his Colossal Titan form, he still appeared more proportional and well-built due to having enough muscle mass, making him look bulkier. This makes sense, considering Bertolt was a Marleyan warrior and ranked among the top 10 strongest cadets of the 104th Training Corps. Meanwhile, before becoming a Titan, Armin had a shorter and less muscular body, so when he transformed, his Colossal Titan form naturally appeared slimmer. Another key difference between the two is the structure of Armin's Colossal Titan, which looks more skeletal. If you look closely, his ribcage is prominently exposed as if he lacks the necessary muscle mass or flesh to fully cover it. Second, let's discuss their facial differences. Every Titan shifter has a unique facial structure that differs from their predecessor. This happens because the Titan's appearance adapts to the individual who inherits it. When comparing the faces of Armin's and Bertolt's Colossal Titans, we can identify three key differences. The first difference lies in the ears. Many people assume that the Colossal Titan doesn't have ears, but this might not be entirely true. It's possible that Armin's Colossal Titan does have ears, but they either lack an outer ear structure or are covered by layers of flesh. This is similar to the Warhammer Titan. When Lara Tiber first transformed, we could see that her Titan had ears, but once the transformation was complete, they became covered by the Warhammer Titan's signature skin layer. Based on this, it's likely that Armin's Colossal Titan also has ears, but they are simply not visible. The second difference is in the nose. Armin's Colossal Titan has an incomplete nose, with the tip appearing cut off. Meanwhile, Bertolt's Colossal Titan has a fully formed and more proportional nose. The third difference is in the neck. While Bertolt's Colossal Titan has a normal-looking neck, Armin's appears incomplete, exposing his neck bones. This aligns with the fact that his ribcage is also prominently visible. From this, we can infer that Armin's Colossal Titan seems to suffer from a lack of muscle mass or flesh. Aside from these three differences, there's another interesting aspect: their facial expressions. If we look closely, Isayama consistently portrays Armin's Colossal Titan with a sad or melancholic expression. This is in stark contrast to Bertolt's Colossal Titan, which looks more menacing and aggressive. Because of this, many fans speculate that Armin's sorrowful expression reflects his personality. He is known to be kind-hearted and empathetic. However, if we examine this theory closely, it isn't entirely accurate. After all, Bertolt was also deeply empathetic. We can see this when Reiner kidnapped Eren. At that moment, Bertolt expressed his inner turmoil, revealing that he never truly wanted to go through with his mission to infiltrate Paradise Island and kill so many people. The third comparison is in terms of power, specifically explosive power. When judged from this aspect, Bertolt's Colossal Titan appears to be far stronger than Armin's. The reason is quite clear. Bertolt was selectively chosen and underwent rigorous training before ultimately inheriting the Colossal Titan's power. In other words, he was physically and mentally prepared to wield this power to its fullest potential. Meanwhile, Armin acquired the Colossal Titan's abilities not through selection or training, but due to an emergency situation that forced him to become the new inheritor. While Armin's Colossal Titan still possesses immense destructive capability, enough to cripple Marley's navy and set an entire landmass ablaze, the explosive power it generates seems to be different from Bertolt's. If we recall, Bertolt's Colossal Titan was once described as having an explosion powerful enough to wipe out an entire nation. This suggests that although Armin has great potential, Bertolt's Colossal Titan remains superior in terms of explosive power and overall destructive force. So, those are the 3 comparisons between Armin's and Bertolt's Colossal Titans. What do you think? Which Colossal Titan do you prefer, Armin's or Bertolt's?